Hello, I am Ricky Lee, and today on the watch list, I am joined by Barry O'Shea, CEO of Highland Copper Company. The company has just received a letter of interest from the US Export-Import Bank for a potential 250 million US dollar debt facility, alongside announcing an updated process plant flow sheet that shows higher copper recoveries and lower processing costs. Barry, welcome to the watch list.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Well, we're so thrilled to have you here with us today. Barry, to start off, a potential $250 million debt facility is a major development. How does this letter of interest impact your overall financing strategy for Copperwood?
So it's really nice to be here off the back of some very nice news. And I think this letter of interest, it is massively impactful in terms of the capacity of our project to move this forward, not just to build, but of course to finance. And I'd say first and foremost, it really demonstrates that we're on the federal radar. So not just the US EXIM Bank, but we're also active with the DOE and the DOE, and there are potential sources of funding available across a range of federal agencies. It really demonstrates an avenue to more favorable commercial terms that we might find in the private markets, and that's very important as we think about cost of capital and, of course, tenor of a loan. At 250 million, it also represents about 50% visibility to the initial capital. That, of course, has a read through in terms of how the equity markets look at us. So real credibility from a financing perspective to really drive this project forward in a very exciting time.
Amazing. Highland has also received an updated process plant flow sheet demonstrating increased copper recoveries of 87.6% and reduced processing costs. How were you able to achieve these numbers?
Yeah, I mean, it's a significant impact to the economic returns of the Copperwood project, and that's what you always want to be doing through engineering is driving optimization. And at the end of the day, it's a result of a long years worth of work. I'd say that we initiated with putting a new project director in place. His name is Vincent van Dijk. He has a PhD in extractive metallurgy, the exact kind of person you want on a project like this. One of the first things that he did was put DRA Global in place in terms of our process plant mine design. So that really set the path alongside drilling and significant test work that we've done to prove out where we've come to. And the result has been fantastic. We've simplified the plant. We've incorporated Jameson cell ultrafine flotation technology, which we always knew would be applicable, and it really was. We have about a 2 percentage point increase in recoveries. I think you'll understand, obviously, copper price is one of the major drivers of economics of mine. Percentage of recovery is the other key one. And all at lower operating costs. As I said, we've simplified, we've reduced the size of the plant, reduced the mix of reagents, and of course, power draw, all driving the economics. Very importantly, Jameson cell is a Glencore technology, and they're so confident in its results and how it's performed in other applications that they're willing to offer a performance guarantee. And broadly, I would also say that it should be seen as a bit of a read through in terms of how we think about this project and how we optimize it. And I think as we step forward, we're going to have more news from a project design perspective, specifically as we look at the mine design. So we're very pleased with this past news over the last couple of weeks and certainly look to upcoming catalysts in the coming weeks as well.
Well, so it looks like the future ahead is bright for Highland Copper. Thank you so much for your time today, Barry O'Shea, CEO of Highland Copper Company. For more on the company's Copperwood project and its financing strategy, visit highlandcopper.com. And as always, you can head over to the billboards on stockhouse.com to chime in with your perspectives too. That's all for this episode of The Watch List. I'm Ricky Lee. Make good choices today.